Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Box Office Talk. This is the show where I break down what happened at the box office, see if my predictions for the top 5 are correct, then make predictions for next week's top 5. So let's get right on into it. Last week I predicted that number 1 would be Jumanji, The Next Level, number 2 would be Frozen 2, number 3 would be Black Christmas, number 4 would be Richard Jewell, and number 5 would be Knives Out. And I got 3 out of 5 of my predictions right, which is pretty good, better than a 2, definitely better than a 1 or 0, so that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with my predictions being right. So let's go over what happened in the overall top 10. Number 1 was of course Jumanji, The Next Level. After the surprise hit that was the first movie, I don't think anyone was shocked that this movie did very well too, and it obviously had a higher opening than the first movie. The first movie opened like around 30 million or something like that. This movie opened with $60 million, and worldwide it is already sitting at $212 million, which is quite fantastic, and it is already the highest opening weekend for any Jumanji related film, including Zathura, and in fact domestically and worldwide it has already outgrossed Zathura, so that's really good. It's 40 million away from outgrossing the Robin Williams Jumanji movie and 50 million away from outgrossing it worldwide. Domestically for Welcome to the Jungle, it's 344 million off from that, and that'll be interesting to see if The Next Level will be able to catch up with it, considering it's going to have a lot of competition with Star Wars, but that could lead to it making a lot of money too, so we'll just kind of have to wait and see if it ever does outgross Welcome to the Jungle domestically and especially worldwide, because worldwide it got very close to making $1 billion, so it's about 752 million off of that movie. As far as the director goes, Jake Kasdan, this is his highest opening weekend for any film he's made. It has already outgrossed his films Orange County, Walk Hard, and Sex Tape domestically and worldwide, and it's 40 million away from outgrossing his film Bad Teacher domestically and 3 million worldwide. So this is obviously a really great thing for the Jumanji franchise and also for this director. I'm sure everyone involved is really happy with the success here. The budget is only 125 million, and worldwide, since it's sitting at 212, it only needs 38 million more to double that, so that is really fantastic for this film. Number 2, we have Frozen 2, which is having a great success also, making 19 million, adding to a domestic total of 366 million. Domestically, it's 34 million off from outgrossing the first movie. I think we'll be seeing that happening very soon, and worldwide it is sitting at 1.032 billion, and worldwide it is 250 million away from outgrossing the first film in that respect, and I think we're going to be seeing this movie officially outgrossing the first one very soon, both domestically and worldwide, which is obviously great for this film. Number 3, we have Knives Out, making 9 million, adding to a domestic total of 78 million. Not only is it 22 million away from getting to 100 million domestically, but worldwide it is sitting at 162 million, which means it is 8 million away from outgrossing Looper worldwide as far as Rian Johnson's personal filmography though, and then Knives Out will be the highest grossing Rian Johnson film that he has made aside from Star Wars The Last Jedi, but that is unbeatable, as I've said multiple times before, so pretty much we can just kind of count this as Rian Johnson's highest grossing film excluding Star Wars. Number 4, we have Richard Jewell. As far as Clint Eastwood movies go, it's about on average with some of his other openings, but I don't really see this having as much staying power as some of the other ones though, and I don't think it's going to stick around for that long. Maybe it will, since it's going to have a lot of competition with Star Wars, and some people might get sold out of showings for that, so they might have to settle for something else, but right now it made $5 million on an opening weekend, no worldwide total to bump it up, and it's sitting on a budget of 45 million now. That's not bad if this movie, like I said, holds over very well through the holiday season, maybe gets a worldwide total to boost up the numbers and get it past the doubling point of 90 million, but as of right now, this is not a really good opening for it, especially number 5 is not a good opening for that movie, which is Black Christmas. Now, when the 2006 remake of Black Christmas came out, not too many people had much of an interest in that. That movie only opened with 3 million, so this movie opening with 4.4 million is actually pretty good compared to the 2006 movie, and worldwide it is only sitting at 7 million right now, so that's kind of alright considering the budget, since it's Blumhouse, the budget is kept relatively low at 5 million, so they only need 3 million more to double that, and I think they absolutely will. But as far as outgrossing the 2006 remake, back in 2006 the box office was a very different time, and as of right now, seeing how it opened, I don't really see Black Christmas holding over very well, especially since this movie has gotten very, very scrutinized from audiences and critics as far as Rotten Tomatoes go. There have been like some Twitter people that I have seen saying this movie's actually good, but it seems like the word of mouth is that this isn't really all that good at all. Even some people that want to support the message don't even really like this film from what I've read and looked at, so this could be very bad as far as staying power goes. Richard Jewell at least has a lot of praise going towards it. It has one controversy surrounding it, but for the most part, people are still saying it's a really good movie. Black Christmas doesn't really have that, so I'm not really sure if it's going to have that staying power to even outgross the 2006 remake, which it would need 12 million to do so. And like I said, the box office is going to be very interesting this week because Star Wars is coming out. It's the holiday season. Many people are going to be trying to see Star Wars, but they're going to get locked out, so they might have to go see something else unsettle. So it could be a very interesting time where this movie actually does get a little bit of a resurgence, a minor resurgence, and it will be able to outgross the 2006 remake at least. But then again, I don't really know. This is a very different time at the box office. It wasn't as easy as it was in 2006, that's for sure. And that movie didn't even really do all that well. Number 6, we have Ford versus Ferrari making $4.1 million, adding to a domestic total of $98 million. So $2 million away from getting to $100 million domestically. That's fantastic. And worldwide, it is sitting at $184 million. So it's got about 10-ish million more to go to double its $97.6 million budget. And I think it will very soon, but also it is $3 million away worldwide from outgrossing Walk the Line, James Mangold's film. So that is really good that it is continuing to grow in his at least worldwide grosses as far as his filmography goes. That's really good. And I don't think it's going to outgross anything else pretty much. I think it's good exactly where it is, but the fact that it's made this much money is fantastic. Number 7, we have Queen and Slim making $3.6 million, adding to a domestic total of $33 million. It needs $7 million more to double its $20 million budget, and there's still no worldwide total from what I could find, which is pretty disappointing to say the least, but hopefully it is able to scrounge up that $7 extra million more that it needs to double that budget. I'm really hoping for this movie because it was really good, and I thought maybe more people would try to go out and see it, but apparently not. Number 8, we have A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood making $3.3 million, adding to a domestic total of $49 million. It's only $1 million away from doubling its $25 million budget. That's definitely going to happen. No issue there compared to Queen and Slim trying to get that budget back. But the interesting about it is that this also doesn't have a worldwide total, like I've been kind of guessing would come about at some point later on in its run, but it hasn't yet, which is pretty surprising to say the least. Maybe it's just one of those films that comes along that just never gets a worldwide release other than domestically. Number 9, we have Dark Waters making $2 million, adding to a domestic total of $8 million, and worldwide, it does have a worldwide total, but not by much, only at $9 million. And I still don't know what the budget is, so I can't tell you if it was like a cheap $5 million budget movie or like 15, 20 million. I can't tell you that, but it's still not looking good considering I'm assuming some money was put into this, at least some money over $9 million. In closing out the video, number 10, we have 21 Bridges making $1 million, adding to a domestic total of $26 million, and worldwide it is sitting at $37 million. So they managed to cross its initial production budget of $33 by $4 million, so that's pretty good, but they needed 66 to be considered a success. So it's a bummer, but 21 Bridges is about to leave the top 10 as a flop. But now it's time for the fun part, the predictions for next week's top 5. Number 1, obvious, it's going to be Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. Then number 2, Jumanji The Next Level. Number 3, Frozen 2. And then number 4, I'm going to go with Cats. And then number 5, Bombshell. But what are your predictions for next week's top 5? Leave them in the comments below. And if you got your predictions right for this week, you're going to get a shout out right now. Unless you didn't get it right, then I'm sorry. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe. I'm Jackson Fulcher. See you guys next time.